Now, China has revealed its new senior leadership committee, but breaking with tradition, failed to anoint a clear successor to President Xi Jinping. It comes at the end of the 19th Communist Party Congress, where Mr. Xi outlined a populist vision for increased prosperity, underwritten by strict one-party rule. Our Beijing correspondent John Sudworth has been given a rare interview with a Chinese human rights lawyer who details how Mr. Xi's first 5 years in power have resulted in a brutal crackdown on dissent.
We enter through a basement in an attempt to avoid the surveillance. There are few occupations more sensitive in China right now than that of a human rights lawyer. Xie Yanyi is the first to dare to speak out about his ordeal.
They withheld food, they didn't allow me to sleep. I was kept in a small room and saw no daylight for half a year. This is torture, and the isolation is more painful than being beaten.
President Xi Jinping has been tightening his already formidable grip on power, today revealing the men who will rule with him during his second term. If Xi Jinping really is now China's most powerful leader since Chairman Mao, well, the plight of the human rights lawyers tells us something important about how he intends to use that growing authority. There was once a hope that as China grew richer, it would grow freer politically. Not anymore. Li Wenzu's husband is one of the lawyers still in detention. She's heard nothing at all since he was taken away more than 2 years ago. I think it might be because he won't sign a confession, she says. However long he holds out, I'll always support him. Any challenge is now viewed as a threat, not just dissidents, but the lawyers who represent them and the lawyers' own families. Even when petitioning for justice, they are followed and filmed. Papa. After 18 months in detention, the risks have not gone away for Xie Yanyi and his family. He's been warned not to talk to the foreign media.
I am taking a risk, but I think it's my responsibility to speak out. I can't accept a society that arrests people for what they think and what they say.
Our interview is suddenly interrupted. His wife tells us that a group of men has begun to gather outside the apartment. As we leave the same way we came in, we hear their voices.
There he is. Quick. Lock the doors. Lock the doors.
They're waiting for us and block our way.
There they are, look.
Nobody. No policeman.
Don't open the door back.
We're held here for an hour or so, then allowed to go. Another short glimpse of the tightening social control under President Xi. John Sudworth, BBC News, Beijing.